Hey guys, Ray from Lovey RV, and a quick update on the Starlink internet dish that I got back in February and have been using. Now, I've done several videos on it. You can see here. I'll link back to those if you haven't seen them before. But anyway, I got a chance to take it out fairly long distance away from my service address. My service address is over here in Campbell River, and we went on a camping trip all the way over here to Buttle Lake, so that's 22 miles, over 35 kilometers away, and I'll let you know how it did. But I also had a little update on the power supply. I ran into a problem. It was becoming intermittent. Every once in a while the dish would go offline, so I'll show you what I found there. So let's get to it. On the power supply's port, Ethernet port to the dish, one of the pins, one of the end pins had kind of flattened out a bit, so it wasn't making great connection to the Ethernet cable. I was able to just take a small pin and straighten that, and my intermittent problems went away, so it was an easy fix. So here is our setup at Strathcona Provincial Park, and you can see we're camped in the trees, as most of the campsites here are in the trees. With a 100-foot cable, I was able to get the Starlink dish out into a fairly clear spot. But you can see there's a lot of trees behind it. It's sort of pointed north. It did find satellites and it's set up and pointed. Let's give you a look around. You see there's a lot of trees going on over there. That's sort of to the west. And it's very close to the dish. There is a pretty open sky here towards the north, but I am a fair distance from the registered address. What did I say? I think it's 20 kilometers as the crows fly. And then over towards the east here, there's quite a large hill or mountain over this way, so lots of obstructions. So when I take a look at the Starlink app and I look at the debug section, I can see that it's giving me a message that I'm not close to my service address right in the app, and it says I may not get service, or the service will be not very good at all. And in the debug section, I can see where it's putting out a lot of obstructions, but every once in a while it won't be obstructed, and I will get a brief period of maybe 10-15 seconds of very fast internet that I can get online, and I can check email or load a page or something like that. But so very sporadic. So I don't know how it would work if I was actually here, if I had registered this address as my address, but right now in beta there's so few places. I didn't want to lose my registered address by giving it up. Say I gave it up and came out here for 3 days, and then suddenly someone took my spot. I might not be able to get it back. And we're planning to spend the whole summer at where I have it registered, so I just didn't want to risk it. Anyway, it does work out here, but it's very sporadic, but enough to get email and do a few things. So I gave the dish a try again today. Same thing. Every few minutes I'd get maybe 30 or 40 seconds of good connectivity. So I'd, download emails or maybe check out a Facebook page or just something quick, and then it would cut out again. If you didn't see my video on power draw, I find this thing pretty well consistently draws about 100 watts, which is quite an energy suck when you're out off-grid camping, but if you have a bunch of extra batteries and solar panels, it shouldn't be a problem. Right now I have 600 watts of solar there, so if I'm putting out 100 into the dish, I'm still collecting 500 during the day. And I can always turn the thing off at night when we go to sleep. Still, it's nice even when you're way off grid to be able to connect. Well, there you go. That's the latest update on Starlink from me. Nothing much has changed since my previous videos. You can go back and watch them. It's still in beta at this point, and there's all kinds of guesses as to how it's going to really be rolled out and whether you'll be able to travel with it all over the place and get connections. Right now, like I say, I'm leery of trying to change my address for fear of losing my current registered address. Also, I haven't heard anything. I had contacted Starlink about a month ago or so, and they said it wouldn't be able to use it in America if I had it registered in Canada, but hopefully that'll change before the fall and we travel. Anyway, any questions, leave them in the comments. Thanks for watching, folks. Cheers.